Thank you and welcome back to the Las Vegas Sports Talk. Well, here we are talking about boxing and the 135. And the question that I have is Shakur Stevenson, the new boogeyman at 135? That's the question I have for you. Who is going to be his next fighter? And I will let you know who I think should be his next fighter, or his first fight to get back into the groove of fighting and then moving up to the weight class. But there was a bunch of people that had said his name, and I'm gonna go over a couple of those guys. First, I want to start with Hector Garcia. When asked about Shakur, and this is what he said.
Shakur Stevenson contra Valdés.
Sí, sí, porque tengo mucha experiencia y capacidad para pelear con cualquier tipo de peleador. Para mí eso no es un obstáculo.
Absolutely. Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, bring them on. I have plenty of experience to face anybody. That shouldn't be an obstacle at all.
With Hector Garcia, when asked, okay. After that, of course, we know that he went to fight Gervonta Tank Davis and lost. The next person that I guess Shakur was going after, or said that basically next person up in line was Isaiah Pitbull Cruz, and this is a picture of him, and this is what he had to say. From the translation, pretty much it stating, don't get anxiety to rush into the ring. It's much different when the lion is up close. So yeah, that sounded good, but at the end of the day, he turned down a fight with Shakur Stevenson. And I asked the question, why is Shakur, or not why, but is Shakur the boogeyman at 130? And this is the reason why I say that. Because everyone is afraid to fight him. We have Tank right here, Gervonta Tank Davis, and as you can hear in the video, right here.
Some of your 135 contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, of course, he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at... He didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30, or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you... all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit. What you gonna do when you get hit?
Okay, so pretty much, is Tank thinking along the same lines as I'm thinking? Well, no, he's not, because he's saying, well, he hasn't fought nobody yet in 135, so he has to wait to see. So that's, we're all waiting to see him fight. Then we have This guy here, you guys remember him? Rolando Ramirez, Romero, forget the name. Call him Rolly. So he had this to say about Shakur Stevenson.
But Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring, not inside the ring, because that's like he's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. And they can say whatever the fuck they want, they can hype him up and all that stuff, but I really feel bad for him because there's no way they could put him on pay-per-view. He can't sell a fight. Like,
wow. Okay, and then not only that, then he had this also to say about Shakur Stevenson.
Fuck around. Shakur Stevenson is jealous. He punched like a bitch. He punched like a bitch, and no matter what he does, he still punches like a bitch. He fights like a bitch. He looks like a bitch, and he cries like a bitch. And that's not me talking shit. That's me being honest and true. He does cry like a little bitch.
So, as you could see, here's another fighter that says, yeah, I'm not afraid of Shakur Stevenson, so he should fight. Well, what would Shakur say about Rolly? Here is the video here.
I think Rolly suck. I think he's like one of the worst boxers in boxing. Like, I feel like he don't fight nobody, but he's just getting an opportunity, I guess, right now. He don't fight anybody. When he had a hard fight, he lost. You want to talk about how I look in my fight with Nakatiyu, where I won every round, but he fought that dude and he clearly lost the fight, and they gave him the fight.
So, apparently, Rolly wants to fight him. Shakur says he can't. So, hey, Shakur, go ahead and give him a tune-up. Let him know what time it is. Represent Newark. Come on out here to Las Vegas. So the fans out here can see you. And that's who I would say fight next. Then that way you can shut them up or see where you're at. I don't know. We'll see. And as far as Rolly, well, actually, let's go into the tail of the tape. If they was supposed to fight, we're gonna fight. As first as Shakur Stevenson, he moved up to 135. His height is 5'8". His reach is 68 inches. Born in Newark, New Jersey, and he's a southpaw. He has 19 fights, 19 wins, and 9 by KO. And then we have Rolly, pretty much the same height, 5'7". Also weight class in 135. Rolly has a shorter arm reach, 66 inches, as opposed to Stevenson, 68 inches. Rolly's from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's orthodox. Now he has 15 wins. 15 fights, 14 wins, and 12 of those wins by knockout, with 1 loss. And you guys remember the loss to, well, right there, as you can see, Gervonta Tank Davis. So I think that would be a good fight. I think that would be a good fight. Come back to the MGM, and we would love to see both of these guys in the ring.
So you're gonna probably try to stall him out? Probably move down to 35 and fight Shakur Stevenson.
All right.
So with that being said, with all this going on with Ryan Garcia and Tank, there's a delay in the contracts or whatever. So Rolly decides to troll, get his troll on, which is, okay, and saying that he's going to fight Ryan Garcia when he knows that Tank is going to fight, supposed to be fighting. Well, here's a video for yourself so you can see it.
Yeah, I'm being for real. Yeah, I'm being for real. Because everybody in the sport's always being for real too, you know? But I'm being for real. Yeah, that's why the contract, there's a clause. So that's why that contract, I guess, was never signed or some shit. I don't know. That one had nothing to do with me. Yeah, no. Me and Ryan are gonna fight. I'm gonna get the rematch with Tank in the summer. Me and Ryan fight in April.
See what I'm saying? All trolling, and maybe he does need a person like Shakur to come out here and, get that work. So I guess what I'm saying is, as far as all this trolling and everything, Shakur, maybe it's time for you to stop all this madness, get your feet wet in the 135 weight class. Come on out here to Las Vegas and fight, and fight him in his own backyard. And I think it'll be a good fight. That way you can clear the air that, yep, I am the new boogeyman of 135, and Shakur, if you get a hold of this video, or Rolly, if you get a hold of this video, go ahead and reach out to me. Love to do an interview. I'm a new up-and-coming YouTuber, so, get my likes up and cover the sport of boxing. So there you have it. This is Marcus with the Las Vegas Sports Talk, and I'm out.